Pause right now and open your heart, because what I am about to share cannot be delayed even for a moment. I am calling you by name right now, not for something ordinary, but for a defining moment in your life's direction. Your miracle has already come from heaven. It has passed unseen barriers, moved through paths only I understand, and now it stands at the door of your heart. It is calling out to you, waiting for you to notice it. But there is something important you must know. If you allow doubt to take control, if you let noise and distractions pull your focus away from my voice, you could overlook what I prepared with care and strength just for you. I can see that your spirit already senses change. There are moments when your soul cannot fully rest, nights when you wake up without knowing why. This is not random. It is my spirit quietly signaling that something powerful and lasting is moving in your favor. It is like a fresh breeze that comes before the rain. It is the sign of what is about to appear. You are standing at the edge of a major shift that will change your path, and I will not let you reach it without understanding what is unfolding. While the world pulls at your focus from every side, I ask you now to grow quiet inside and listen to me. The stirring you feel is not simple worry. It is faith waking up through this moment. You have spent too long moving through life on repeat, accepting empty patterns and carrying weights that were never meant for you. Today I interrupt that cycle so you can clearly see what is already approaching. I am not speaking of something unfinished or distant. I am speaking of something already released, already timed, already guided toward you in both spirit and life. It only needs an open door. Know this clearly. Doors in the unseen world remain open through awareness and alignment. That is why, right now, I do not want you to hear these words passively. I want your faith to be visible, spoken, and sealed. Write your comment now in a strong and clear way, and let your words stand as a public witness that you are awake, that you are open, that you are receiving, and that you will not allow this miracle to pass without notice. By writing, you are making a mark both in heaven and on earth that you heard my voice and chose to answer. This is not just text on a screen. It is a faith action that prepares the path for what has already been arranged to appear in your life. I have seen distractions trying to rise against you in this very moment. The enemy wants you to believe this is just another message, nothing important, nothing special. But I am the one who led you here. Every step of your life, every moment until now, was guiding you to this point. And every word you speak with belief creates a clear path that leads your miracle straight to you. That is why I tell you again, do not doubt. Speak. Declare. Plant your agreement in the unseen ground. What you plant now with faith will return in abundance. This is the moment where time and eternity meet in your story. This is not an encounter planned by habit or tradition. It is an encounter set by my own timing. Some things were held back until you were ready, and today, you are ready. I prepared you myself to carry what is coming. I shape you in quiet seasons. I strengthened you through loss. I covered you in places where no one noticed you, so that at the right moment I could reveal you with my mark of victory. And when I speak of victory, I do not mean something small or partial. I mean full restoration. It is the return of joy you believed was gone forever. It is the end of nights filled with heavy tears. It is every tear being turned into a seed that will grow into a living testimony. But for this to be fully sealed, there must be a response. In my kingdom, faith is not only felt, it is shown. It moves. I have already released what is needed, but your response completes the work. So listen carefully once again. Your miracle is already in front of you. It has not been lost. It has not been taken away. It is right here, waiting for you to receive it. Wait with intention, because your willing response today will be remembered as the moment when heaven stepped in with final action in your life. Write your comment now so that help is released. Old doors are lifted, heavy chains fall away, and the door I open stays fully open until every part is completed. This is the time, this is the hour, and I, your God, am here to make sure nothing and no one can stop what I have already started. Now, my child, I ask you to do something that may seem small to many, but in my kingdom it carries deep meaning. Quiet the noise inside you. Turn down the voices of worry, comparison, and human pressure for a short while, and listen only to me. You will not clearly see what I am doing in loud confusion, but in stillness, where my presence becomes clear like the morning light. This stillness is not empty. It is full of my glory, full of my direction, full of signs that busy eyes often miss. There have been unseen forces that tried for a long time to block your way. They appear as fixed situations, hard walls, and doors that shut without reason. These forces use noise to convince you that nothing will change, that these words are only passing thoughts. But I tell you now, I rise against every one of those voices. I am the one who opens and no one can shut, who lifts and no one can push down, who speaks and no one can cancel. When trouble feels strongest, it often means the wind is shifting. When the night feels darkest, it is because the light is close to rising. When the ground feels dry and cracked, it is because rain clouds are already heavy above it. This is how I am working now. You may not see every step, but the sound of change is already alive in your spirit. That sense that something new is about to happen is real, because I placed it within you. Know this well. Staying awake inside, staying aware, and staying open to my voice is one of the greatest treasures you can hold. It is what separates those who live ready for the promise from those who let it pass without notice. Many lose their direction because they fail to sense the right time, but I will not allow that to happen to you. Today, my spirit is sharpening how you see and feel, so you will know when to move, when to step forward, when to open the door set before you, and when the miracle will reach you. You will recognize it inside, without confusion. And in this moment, I ask something from you that may look small to the world, but in heaven it carries power to multiply. Share this word you are receiving in a meaningful and intentional way. Do not send it as simple information. Send it as if you are planting the same promise into the soil of another person's life. Every soul that receives this message through you becomes good ground for the same grace that is touching you now. And in my kingdom, every seed planted with faith returns multiplied to the one who released it. When you share something that comes from my heart, you are declaring before heaven and earth that you believe what you heard, that you refuse to keep it only for yourself, and that you understand others need the same touch you are receiving. This kind of giving is spiritual, and it is never ignored. Angels take note, my throne witnesses it, and I myself command that your return be full and overflowing. You may not realize it, but there are people quietly praying for a sign, a word, a reason not to give up. When you choose to obey and share, you become the answer they were waiting for. You become part of the miracle you desire to see. You align with my purpose, and whenever one of my children aligns with my will, I act with greater strength on their behalf. I have already started moving things that once seemed stuck. I have begun connections that looked impossible. I have released signs that only watchful hearts will notice. And your obedience in sharing this word is part of that movement. It is like turning a key, opening doors not only for you, but for everyone your action reaches. My child, the world may call this chance, but I call it divine order. Nothing happening now is random. Every detail has been carefully arranged for this very moment. And when you decide to take part in this plan instead of only watching from a distance, you place yourself as someone who shares in the blessings I am releasing. So take joy inside and notice what I am doing. Follow the gentle push my spirit places in your heart. Do not push it away. Share this word now, and you will see how this small step turns into a flow of chances, connections, and wonders coming toward you. This is how increase happens. Those who plant with faith will gather much. Those who pass on the promise will live it more deeply. Stay watchful, because your awareness is being sharpened so that in the days ahead you will notice signs you once missed. You will catch words, meetings, and moments that confirm this message was meant for you. And each sign will remind you that your alertness and your choice to obey open the path for what I am about to show openly in your life. My child, understand this clearly. In my kingdom, nothing done with faith is ever small. Many people look at simple actions and call them unimportant, but I look at the heart behind them. What seems small to the world can carry lasting weight when it comes from a true choice made in my presence. So now, in this meaningful moment between you and me, I ask you to take a step that will seal in the unseen world what I am speaking over your life. When I formed the world, I used words to bring life to what could not be seen. You were made in my image, and because of that, every step of faith you take carries power to create. When you act in line with my voice, you connect what is seen with what is unseen, allowing the promise to rise from the hidden place and appear before you. Do not think lightly of a step taken in faith. This is the time to live it out. I invite you to openly say that you receive this word, that you trust what I am saying, and that you are willing to walk with me until all that has been shown is complete. The way to do this here and now is through a clear sign of agreement and commitment. Like and subscribe in a meaningful way, not as a habit, but as someone building a public sign of witness in the unseen world. When you like, I see your heart saying, I receive, Lord, and I agree with what you are speaking. This step is like lifting your hand in a crowd to show that you are part of what is taking place. It is like placing your name among those who choose to stand ready to live the promise. This is not about pressing something on a screen. It is about your choice to be counted with those who trust and follow. By subscribing, you are saying you do not want this to be just one moment, but the start of a steady walk. It is like saying, I want to stay connected to your voice. I want to keep receiving direction. I want to stay aware of the next step the Lord will reveal. This is dedication, my child. This is endurance, and endurance opens doors that rushing never can. Remember this truth. Faith without action has no life. You can agree in your thoughts and even feel it in your heart, but it is action that gives breath to belief. Each time you act in line with my word, you water the seed I placed inside you. And the more it is watered, the quicker it grows, opens, and brings fruit. His choice to subscribe is like fresh water poured over the seed of the miracle already placed in your spirit. You not allow doubt or carelessness to stop your response. The enemy wants you to stay still, to treat the promise as far away or unsure. But I am giving you the chance to seal what will be remembered as your day of change. Every promise has a moment when it is activated, and this is yours. You may not see it right away, but every act of faith causes movement in the unseen world. When you obey, help is released. Paths begin to line up, and resources once held back start to move freely. Obedience opens doors that cannot be seen, and a willing heart keeps them open until all is complete. My child, do not take this moment lightly. I have watched many let chances pass because they believed small actions did not matter. But I tell you clearly, in my kingdom every detail matters. Every step taken with true faith is written before my throne, and not one sincere act is left without reward. So answer now, like and subscribe, not only to show you were here, but to mark this day as the moment you said yes with action, not only with words. What you set in motion now will become the base on which I will build the next parts of your story. This step will be remembered in heaven as the mark of your choice. And when the miracle shows itself, you will know it started here, in this very moment, when you decided to join belief with action before me. My child, I was with you every time the burden felt too heavy to carry. I was there when you shut yourself away and let the tears fall because you no longer had the strength to hold them in. I saw you cry quietly so no one would see, hiding your hurt behind a practiced smile because you did not want to trouble anyone or appear weak. I was there, saving every tear as something of great value. I was present when doors closed without reason, when chances that looked right disappeared suddenly and left you confused. I saw people who promised to stay walk away at the moment you needed them the most. I felt the pain with you when words were spoken that cut deep into your heart in ways others could not understand. I saw the nights when you were worn out, not in body, but in soul. I saw you lying awake, unable to rest, your thoughts full of questions, trying to understand why life felt so hard. I heard every long breath you released in the quiet of early morning, and not one of them escaped my notice. I know how it feels to give much and receive very little. I have seen you offer care, love, and patience, only to find it not return. I was there when you tried to hold others up while you felt yourself falling apart inside. I know the feeling of being unseen, unnoticed, as if your efforts never mattered. And yet, my child, know this truth. In every one of those moments, I was holding you. Even when you felt alone, it was my hand that supported you when your strength was gone. It was my spirit that placed courage in your heart when everything around you told you to stop. It was my quiet presence that filled the empty spaces, even when you could not sense it clearly. Not one tear you cried was wasted. Not one prayer you lifted, not even the one spoken without words, went unheard or unanswered. Every season of pain has been written down, not to keep you tied to hurt, but so that in the right moment it would be clear how each part shaped you, strengthened you, and prepared you through what you live. I know there were moments when you wondered if I was truly watching. I know you felt as if I had looked away or that heaven had gone quiet when you cried out. But today I tell you the truth, I never stopped watching you. In fact, I moved even closer to guard you and to make sure the enemy did not cross the limits I had set. Everything you went through, even the hardest parts, was part of a refining work. Just as gold is placed in fire to remove what does not belong, I allowed pressure to touch your heart, not to break it, but to reveal the strength and purity I placed inside you. I know the tiredness that rests on your shoulders after years of fighting battles that seem to have no end. I know the pain of watching dreams fall apart and feeling there was no strength left to rebuild. I know what it feels like when the future looks unclear and unstable. But I want you to know this: every season and meaning, and the one you walked through, was needed for what is coming next. There were moments when you believed your time was being wasted. There were days when you felt everything you had done meant nothing, but I tell you now, not one thing was lost. Every step you took, every effort you made, every act of care, every choice to stay faithful even when no one noticed was seen and honored by me. I know there are wounds you still tried to cover, marks you avoid touching because they remind you of pain. But these marks are not signs of loss. They are signs of strength. They show that you passed through fire and were not destroyed, that you walked through deep waters and did not sink. These marks will become hope for others who are still fighting. I never left you, my child. Even when it felt like silence, I was working quietly, arranging events, keeping harmful people away, and closing doors that would have pulled you off the path. I was preparing you for something greater than you could ask for or picture. And now, as you look back, you may begin to see that an unseen hand was guiding every single step. You may already be able to see that if certain events had not taken place, you would not be ready for what is now approaching. This understanding is the first light showing you that all the pain you endured was shaping you for the next part of your journey. Today I tell you clearly, none of it was pointless. You are about to witness how every tear will turn into gladness, how every loss will open the way for something far greater. I am the God who rebuilds, who restores, and who lifts up those who stay faithful. And you have done exactly that, my child. I want you to look at the past years of your life through my sight. Do not stare only at the wounds, the losses, or the closed doors, but notice what I have been quietly forming inside you this whole time. The tears you cried, the refusals you faced, the farewells you did not understand, none of these happened by chance. I am the God who turns pain into purpose, who uses even what felt harmful to shape something strong and lasting within your spirit. You remember how often you asked for strength, how many times you prayed to be more steady, more grown, closer to me. I did answer you, but not in the way you imagined. Instead of placing strength directly in your hands, I placed you in moments where it would rise from within you. Instead of removing every heavy load, I taught you how to carry what once felt impossible. Instead of blocking every hardship, I led you through them so you would know I stand with you even in the fire. Gold only shines fully after fire touches it. Silver only shows its worth after it is clean. This is how I work with those I love and prepare for greater things. I allowed trials to burn away what could not go with you, fears that kept you small, reliance on human approval, doubts that limited how far you could see. These things could not walk with you into the next season. So before lifting you higher, I needed to make you ready. The rejections you faced were not proof of failure, but signs of guidance. I removed you from places where you would have been hurt, from connections that looked good at first but would later become traps. I shut doors you wanted to enter because I knew they would lead you away from the path meant for you and from closeness with me. You did not lose chances. You were gently led away from the wrong ones so the right doors could open at the right time. The betrayals that cut deep were not meant to harden your heart, but to help you see clearly who deserve your trust. People who came only to take from you stepped aside because their true aims were brought to light. The pain was real, but so was the freedom that followed. What left your life was holding you back, draining your strength, and slowing the path meant for you. Even the losses you faced and the dreams that fell apart were not without purpose. Some things were allowed to fall because they stood on weak ground. What is meant to last must be built on firm ground, and nothing lasting can rest on what cannot carry its weight. So the fall was not the end. It was the start of building again, this time on a base that will stand strong. I want you to know that your season of pain was not wasted. It was an offering that will now bring growth. Every day you kept going, even when nothing seemed to change, was like planting seeds you could not yet see. Those seeds were watered by honest tears and steady belief, and they are ready to rise. This will not be a small reward, but a full one. What was shaped in silence will now be shown. What once felt far away will move closer. The empty spaces will be filled with joy and calm. One day you will look back and see that the fire did not break you. It made you stronger. The storms did not sink you. They taught you how to move forward in deep waters. Now is the time to act with faith, not only in words but with a clear sign. Write 777 as a sign of trust, because this number stands for fullness and completion. By doing so, you say, I believe every step shaped me for what is ahead. Let this act stand as a marker of belief, a reminder that you answered when the season changed. And each time you see this number, remember that what is begun with purpose will always be brought to completion. I never leave things half done. What I begin in you, I always bring to the end. Take a slow breath and let yourself feel this truth. The heavy load from yesterday is being lifted from your shoulders. The smoke from the fire you walked through will not cling to your spirit anymore. You will not step forward defined by what you lost, but by what you gained along the way: growth, deeper faith, sharper understanding, and a heart ready to receive good things. From this day on, your life story will no longer be told mainly through pain, but through the victory that rose out of it. What is coming into your life is so big that it will change how you see everything. You have spent so long learning how to struggle, endure, and accept less than you deserved, that living in peace, honor, and plenty may feel unfamiliar at first. I am not only opening doors filled with good things, I am shaping your heart so you can stay in the new places I am leading you into. For a long time, you have been the one who gives, the one who helps, the one who stands beside others and lifts them up. This is good, because it reflects a caring and serving heart. But now you must also learn how to receive. You must allow others to support you, value you, and pour into your life. This is not pride or selfishness. It is balance. Those who give must also receive, because this is how grace flows. You have lived too long accepting small portions, thinking that as long as you were helping others, it was enough. But I am not the God of barely enough. I am the God of overflow. This new season asks you to accept fullness, not only for your own joy, but so your life becomes proof that faithfulness is rewarded. When you are lifted higher, it will not be only for your benefit, but so others can see and understand that I keep my word. This change starts within you. How you see yourself shapes how you receive what is given to you. If you believe you are not worthy, you will push away or misuse the chances placed before you. That is why old lies are being removed. Lies that said you were not enough, that your moment had passed, or that others deserved more than you. Today this truth is spoken over you. You are worthy, because you were made worthy. You are valuable because I gave everything for you. You are chosen because love made that choice. I want you to truly understand that what is unfolding in your life is not meant to stop with you. Every shift, every win, every step forward, every healing you receive is meant to become a seed that blesses others. As good comes to you, it will also flow through you. You are meant to be a path through which hope reaches many hearts. And this begins right now with one clear and meaningful action. Share this message with purpose, not as someone passing along words, but as someone offering a gift filled with life. When you share, hope grows. When you share, faith is planted in hearts that are close to giving up. Think of those around you who feel worn down, unseen, shut out, and tired of trying. By sharing, you become the answer to prayers they never spoke out loud. You carry the same power of renewal that is being released over your life now. In my kingdom, nothing given is ever lost. Everything returns greater. What you wish for others will come back to you in double measure. I am arranging meetings that will redirect your path. People of influence will enter your life. Doors that once stayed closed will open with ease. Help and provision you never expected will appear, and you will not have to struggle to hold on to them. They will stay because their timing is right. But to live fully in this new season, you must make room inside yourself to receive. This means letting go of false modesty that pushes away gifts, turns down praise, and refuses honor. What is given to you must be welcomed with thanks, not worry. So open your heart wide to this deep change. Begin now with this step of trust. Share this message as one who opens a gate so the same wave of favor and respect can reach others. What you give, I will grow. What you plant, I will return in abundance. And when you least expect it, you will see that the life you once hoped for is now real, not because you chased it, but because it was brought to you and you learned how to receive it. I have seen how careless words once shaped how you viewed yourself.